Yes. Put your buds in, bro. Your buds. Your buds in, bro. What's good to the buds? Hey, here he is. It's STEM Research. Good evening to you. What's good? What's it? Oh, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's a Tuesday. A great day for some stems. Monday through Friday, we are here. We are live. And that is all. We are live and then we are not live. This show does not post. We do not upload the episodes. So if you see it live, you see it. If you don't see it live, you don't see it at all. It is what it is. But we have a great time with the stimulators. Oh, there we go. All right. We have microphones and everything. Computers officially kicking in. How's everybody doing? How you doing? How's your Tuesday? I'm good, man. Feeling good. Renard checking in. What's going on, bro? Thank you for checking in to the show. Don't know if this is your first time here, but appreciate you tuning in. The original DJ JUI, shout out to you. Shout out to Shaggy Nice. Welcome to the Stimulators. The Stimulators, of course, is the name of our community of STEM and music lovers. Haven't you all? And it's so funny because you watch these documentaries and they're always in the studio and they mute out certain things. Like everywhere you turn around, their stems are everywhere, bro. Stems are everywhere. I was, not only watching documentaries, which they're in everything. You know, they're in the Mary J. Blige. They're in, Steely Dan. But you watch TV, you hear a cappella, you hear, you go in concert, you hear your favorite artist flip one of their songs. They throw a go-go beat underneath it. You know, they pull something out, they put something in. You know, Kanye West, he's got a thing, he's got a handheld stem thing. He's got a handheld stimulator. It's like, play with my stems. So it's a good feeling to be a part of something that is of interest. And I honestly got to say, when it comes to this type of thing, I wish it was something that always existed. I listen to songs now, whether they're playing in my what is that, in your playlist, because I don't listen to the radio as much because I want to hear what I want to hear when I want to hear it. And when I'm listening to my playlist, I'm like, oh, man, got to get some stems for that. Got to find the stems for that. Got to, you hear songs differently. And that is what I hope is accomplished by this show, is that you hear songs differently. And not only that, but you want to hear more. You want to get more into the songs that are out, that exist. The 90s and the 2000s and the 80s and the 70s and the 60s, all of the music that exists, I want to break them down. I want to be able to go into them. And somebody just messaged me today, so we'll see. We'll see. Sensei, Ola class, I cannot figure out how to send a whisper. My STEM suggestion is Uninvited by Alanis Morissette. Thank you so much for that. With a whisper, there's a little box that you click on. And you just click on that box and send a message. It's, I know, like a box, bro. Like it looks like a bubble, but it's a square, like a talk bubble, like in cartoons, but it's kind of square. So it's square and it's pointing at the part. But thank you, feel free to, sometimes I see them, sometimes I don't. Of course, whispers are better because the way my mind works and the way the chat moves, I might not see them. But again, I did see that one. Camel walks in with a fresh pair of Stacey Adams on. Mr. Majors, thank you for joining us tonight. It is another great night, as I said, of stems. Tonight we are doing a twofer. We're doing a 70s and 90s. The back in the day version of the group, And then the last thing you heard from these guys, unless you're a big Dramatics fan and you bought albums since 94. So what you see, what you get. What you see is what you get by the Dramatics from their debut studio album, What You See Is What You Get, from 1971 on the Volt label, Stax Records. I love it. That's right up my alley. 66 to 71. I'm 5 years old at this point. You know, some people are made of wood. I mean, these guys are doing their things. The Dramatics. Love the name. From Detroit, Michigan. So they have, and as a matter of fact, this is their highest charting single on the pop chart. And it did pretty damn well on the soul chart as well. You gotta give it up to the guys. Right out the gate, first album. The funny thing about it is I remember the second album more because there's a monster on the front of it. Like the second album, like the first album is, it's got hits on it. It's got What You See Is What You Get, Making Love in the Rain, or I Want to Go Outside in the Rain, and what is the other one? Get Up, Get Down, Get Up Out of Your Seat, Get Up. The much sampled Get Up, Get Down, Get Up Out of Your Seat, which is a cut. But Go Outside in the Rain, which was eventually remade by Keith Sweat on his debut album in 1987. So they came out the gate, man, with heaters. This group had been around since 1964, but they finally got their act together. They signed to Stax Records. They put this album out, and the rest was history. Their careers just kept going. They put out an album with the Dells by the mid-'70s, 1974. Chicago's own, or Harvey's own, if you will. So they did work. And then by 77, was it 77 or 78? My name is Square. You wear it well. Oh, that's a cut. Shake It Well. Shake It Well by the Dells, man. That's probably the last song by them that I'm like, okay, that was a cut. Shake It Well by the Dells, man, from 77 or 78 or 79, one of those years. I'm usually pretty good at that. Nick Lucif, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it. Marcus Chapman, In the Rain was their biggest hit. The first album was arguably their best, that or Drama V from 75. Well, it was their biggest black hit. It was not their biggest pop hit. What You See, What You Get, which went to number 9 on the pop chart, is their biggest pop hit. But yeah, it is their best album. The second album, The Devil Is Dope. The Devil Is Dope. They tried, man. They tried to come back. And, you know, they had a great career. So much so that they're making records in the 1990s with Snoop Dogg on the debut album from Doggy Dogg, Doggy Dogg World. Can you imagine the Dramatics? Of all the groups to choose, of all the groups to pick, Snoop Dogg from Long Beach, California, chooses the fabulous Dramatics from Detroit, Michigan, to be on his album, which at the time was the most anticipated rap album in the history of rap. In the short history of rap, that Doggy Style album did not disappoint. It truly delivered. It was the goods, bro. That and 50 Cent. Those are the ones. I mean, now it's Kanye. Anytime Kanye West drops an album, I would say that those are the most anticipated albums in history simply because of the way he rolls them out. They roll out the album and they say, the new Kanye West album will be out Friday. And then it doesn't come out Friday. And all the fans are, boo-hoo-hoo, I was waiting to listen to it for free on my favorite streaming service. So then Kanye will send a tweet or something and say, hey, I'm tightening up the album, but in 2 weeks on this date, we're coming out with the album. So, you know, people are twiddling their thumbs and twittering and tweeting and all that other stuff. And then 2 weeks comes by and it's like, boo-hoo, the new Kanye West album didn't drop again. I hate life. So I think Kanye has definitely made his mark as most anticipated artist because now with tweets and social media, that is currency now, social currency. So with all of the social currency that he uses up to promote his albums coming out, I'd say that he definitely has a lane. It may not be for old guys like me, to be honest. I don't listen to any new rap. I don't. I haven't listened to Kanye. I haven't listened to Drake. I listen to stems and old people music because I'm an old guy. So let's jump into it, man. Stimulators, good evening. Miss Jatan, thank you for joining us. Hope all is well with you. So, as I said, the fabulous Dramatics from the city of Detroit. The song written and produced by Tony Hester. T. Hester always in your samples when you see one of their songs sampled. Recorded in their hometown of Detroit, which was and was not unique for a record on the Stax label. Sometimes their records are recorded in Memphis, Tennessee, and sometimes they're recorded in Alabama. So they could be recorded at Muscle Shoals. So they could be recorded anywhere. And Detroit, they got a home base. One of their main producers, Don Davis, who went on to not only work with Johnny Taylor on Stax Records, but, produced his all-time biggest hit, Disco Lady, is from Detroit, and he engineered this record. He had something to do with it. So, nice, cozy comforts of home. That's a beautiful thing. The thing about this record, it's 1971, so that's right around the time that artists are just starting to get, or artists that played on songs are starting to get recognition and credit. That is not the case with this song. That is not the case with this album. There are no artists that were credited. So the drummer and the bass and the horns and the strings are just studio session musicians who were paid and went about their way. But an interesting fact, as I'm always here with factoids, this album was recorded at Artie Field Studios in Detroit, Michigan, where, oddly enough, two other great albums were recorded, Funkadelics' America Eats Its Young, and the Ohio Players' Pleasure album. Not recorded at United Sound, surprisingly, but Detroit, Ohio, Chicago in the 70s and 60s, hubs for black music and black music studios. Super, super dope on that tip. So shout out to Artie Field Studios. I wonder who owned it. Oh, that's Artie's studio. He didn't give it a slick name like Power Play or 16 Track Studios. Just name it after me. Artie Fields. It's my studio. I own it. So again, session musicians on that song. So let's jump into it, man. Let's get into the instrumental. It's a great song, a great instrumental song. I'm excited about being able to break down the stems and listen to all of the instruments solo. A super dope track. So let's jump into the instrumental. Listen to it. Listen and see if there's any elements that you haven't heard before because you are so into the singing. Some people are up to no good. Just a great song, man. Debut single, first single from these guys, man. And it went there. So shout out to them. So let's get into it. Let's get into it and do it. Do it. What you see is what you get from them guys, the Dramatics.
We're rolling take 3.
Has United Sound been around that long, sir? I do not know. Oh, that was just a general question. Come on. Welcome to S.T.E.M Research. Mike, MFN Love. We're here Monday through Friday with the S.T.E.Ms, baby. Let's go. Hey, Canada, welcome. Welcome to the Stimulators. Cool Soul, welcome. Glad you could join us. Paul Lopez, as always, thank you for bringing the Canadians. Appreciate it. Let's go. Quality drums. Quality drumming. Love it. Love it. Skippy Skip, what down? Well, guess what, Mr. Majors? I want to know too, and yet, here we are. Shaka, what up? Shout out to the horns, giving you a little bit extra at the end there. What you see is what you get. DJ Jason Palmer, what up? What up? Welcome. So here it is. The Fabulous Dramatics from 1971. Recorded in Detroit, Michigan. The guys are from Detroit, Michigan. Signed to Stax by 1971. Stax is back to being an independent label after losing everything and most of their artists to Atlantic Records in 1968. So this is part of the rebuild. But, you know, as we all know from history, they had a great run. It's so funny because it's like short periods of time. Like if you think about it, like 68 to 72, 73, 74, that's a very short period of time before the label itself is like bankrupt and done. Like 74, 75, like it's over. And, you know, being an old guy now, like looking back at life now, like I can look back 6 or 7 years. I'm like, man, it seemed like yesterday. Whereas, so much great music came out of Stax in that short period of time from 68, 72, 73, 74, all the way till, it was a wrap. And even after that, the label continued in one form or another. So let's get into the drums, and then we'll start introducing some of the other elements of the song. Thanks for the bits. Appreciate it.
We're rolling take 3.
Drums are knocking. Shout out to the studio musician on drums. S.T.E.M. Welcome to S.T.E.M. Welcome to class, ladies and gentlemen, where we all learn something, including myself. So we got congas and drums in the same drum stem. It's like a little 808. It's crazy, man, that the sounds that would eventually define music and drumming, the 808 sounds, is really just a kick. And you can hear that in this song. And it's not an 808, it's just a kick. But it's the same effect. And that's all the 808 was doing, was just duplicating a sound that already existed. And if you heard these songs on a good enough system, they boom like an 808. Boom like an 808. Shout out to Tom on the toms. Hey, hey. No 808s and no heartbreaks here at all. Drummer getting busy though. Listen to that. Those drums are crazy. Gonna let the drummer eat, man. Let the drummer eat. Give him some. Shout out to the conga player as well. That conga player is killing it too. What you see is what you get. The dramatics. That Detroit funk. Detroit. Drums. Hey, hey. All right. Drums. Drums, congas, some percussion. There's other percussion as well. Let's go to the bass. We have shakers and percussion. Let's pull those up right now. Let's dive into that. Marcus Chapman said the title of this song came from a phrase used on the Flip Wilson show. Look at pop culture. Look at pop culture, even back then. Probably Geraldine, as we say in black people. Geraldine, not Geraldine. All right, let's go with the bass. Give the bass player something. STEM research Monday through Friday. This is what we do. I play the stems. We do the research. And we learn together. Welcome to class. 8 o'clock Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. PST. That's quality bass. You got shakers, percussion. Just the bass. Guitar and bass. Guitar 2. Nice. Guitar. Guitar. Bass. Drums, bass, guitar. Come on, guitar player. Take the bass out. Okay, getting a little fuzzy. Guitar player prepping for some future funkadelic sessions. Okay, let's go back. That's nice. That's dope. Very dope. We have guitar 1. Let's take that guitar out and let's jump into that and violins. Let's back up. We have violins and cello. So let's get those strings and guitars together. guitar. Piano. Those drums hold everything together. Come on, strings. I know I love my strings. Guitar and strings, violin, cellos. Some people, Rah. They invented that. They did that before Melly Mel. You see where Melly Mel got it from? Got it from the Dramatics. Rah. Nope, that wasn't a Mel thing. That was a dramatic thing. Let's go. Give me the strings. Let's go. Arnita, thank you for checking in. You know what? That same switch went off in my head. I didn't have to get pregnant for it to go off. The switch just went off when I turned 50. I was like, I'm done with rap. I'm done with rap. I'm done, bro. But I still listen to my old man rap. That's still to this day. All right, it is time for horns. Let's see. We have woodwinds. We have bones and sax, bones and sex, and let's see if there are any other instruments that we have forgotten. Let's pull this up. This might be vocals. You never know. All right, we'll get the vocals last, of course, because the vocal instrument is the thing that stands out the most about the song. It's the thing that you want to jump right to. Like, let's hear the song. Let's hear the singing. That's what makes the song magic. That's what brings it all together. But no. We got to take our time, dissect the song. That's what we do, STEM research style. those horns. Those horns are crisp. All right, let's move it up a little bit because there's no more horns until the hook. Ha! Nice. I don't know if I want to hear that with just the trombone and the sax. The sax player is just like chilling. He's chilling on that one. Clarence. Horns are dope on this. Come on. So 70s. Ah! I love it! Ooh-wee! Woodwinds. I mean, they got it in, bro. They did work. Percussion. Come on, Woods. Incredible arrangements. My part. Now I see why Snoop got with the dramatics. This is LA all day. Ride music. Hey, hey. There it is. Look at the band. The 424 mark. Nice. All right. As I said earlier, recorded in Detroit, Michigan. Arrangements courtesy of Mr. Johnny Allen. The engineer was Dean Mounts, along with Don Davis and Jim Vitt. As I said earlier, Don Davis went on to work and did a lot of work at that time with Stax Records as an in-house producer and writer. Recorded at Artie Field Studios in Detroit, and written and produced by Mr. Tony Hester, who wrote a bunch of their great songs, except for In the Rain, which he did not write. Alrighty, let's get to the vocals. So all members of the band get an opportunity to eat a little bit, which is kind of par for the course for a group. Sometimes Temptations would do that, where you kind of pop in, people kind of eat, do a little verse, you know what I'm saying, sing a little something. Spinners would do it from time to time as well. All the groups did. But for the most part, Ron Banks and Ouija William Howard handled the lead vocal. And, of course, Ouija, if you're from Chicago. And I promise you, if there is a city outside of Chicago or Milwaukee or Detroit that knows the song Children Hold On to Your Dreams like we do in the Midwest, like I've never heard of anybody mention the song, sample it, use it, play it. It was the original before Whitney Houston, Greatest Love of All, which, of course, was George Benson originally. It was the 8th grade graduation song in the 1970s. Like, it's one of the early positive songs. Man, with the big cowboy hat on his head. Man, it's such a great record. Children Hold On to Your Dreams by Ouija. If you don't know the song, look it up. Tony Hester did write In the Rain. He wrote all the songs on their first 2 albums. You know what, Marcus Chapman? I'm just going to have to double check my sources because the corrector is here. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand corrected. But I swear, when I looked up all the songs, maybe he was co-writer or something. All right, let's move on. Let's get into the song, into the vocals. All right.
Hey, some people are made of plastic.
And you know some people are made of wood.
Some people have hearts of stone. Some people are up to no good. But baby, I'm for real.
That's the lead vocal right there.
I'm as a real can get. If what you're looking for is real loving, then what you see is what you get. Ha! What you see is what you get.
Is what you get.
Whoa. What you see is what you get.
Is what you get.
I said what you see.
What you see.
It's what you get, now, baby.
Is what you get.
And the real thing
is the best thing yet.
The best thing yet.
Chuck, huh?
You know
Some people are made of lies to bring you down and shame your name. But baby, I have good intentions.
Good intentions.
Because the breaking hearts just ain't my game.
Breaking hearts ain't my game.
Now all I want to do is love you. And sugar, I won't fill you with regret. No, no.
If what you're looking for is real loving,
Real loving.
then what you see is what you get. I got to say it again. What you see
What you see
is what you get.
is what you get.
Look at me. What you see
What you see
is what you get.
is what you get.
I mean, what you
What you see
is what you get now, baby.
is what you get.
And the real thing
is the best thing yet.
The best thing yet.
Oh! What you see?
is what you get.
I got a real love.
So come and get it.
I got it for you. You can have it all. What you see, baby, baby, it's what you get.
Is what you get.
Look at me now. What you see?
What you see
It's what you get.
is what you get.
Got to say it now. What you see?
What you see
It's what you get.
is what you get.
Every day now. What you see?
What you see
Got to be what you get.
is what you get.
Got to say what you see, baby,
What you
baby.
see
It's what you get.
is what you get.
I got a real love, what you see.
What you see
Got to be what you get.
is what you get.
Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. Ha, it's what you get.
Is what you get.
I got a real love, what you see.
What you see
Got to be what you get.
is what you get.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What you see, baby,
What you
baby,
see
is what you get.
what you get.
I got a real love, what you see.
What you see.
Can you punch it in?
Punch it in. Oh, they were doing punch-ins in the 70s. 71. Not punch-ins like how we know, though. But there you go. Look at that. Asking for a punch-in at the end. All right, let's check out some of the background vocals. And
It's what you getting, girl. Now come and get it.
You know what you see is what you get. What you see is what you get.
You better believe it, baby, yeah.
What you see
did his own thing right there.
is what you get. What you see is what you get.
Oh,
What you see is what you get. What you see is what you get.
whoa.
What you see is what you get.
You better believe it, baby, yeah.
What you see is what you get.
Yeah.
What you see is what you get. What you see
Can you punch it in?
All right, let's go back and get some of that lead vocal action. All right.
See, I got a real love. I got it for you. You can have it all. What you see, baby, baby, it's what you get. Look at me now. What you see, it's what you get. I got to say it now. What you see, ha, it's what you get. Every day now, what you see, got to be what you get. I got to say what you see, baby, baby, it's what you get. I got a real love, what you see, got to be what you get. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. Ha, it's what you get. I got a real love, what you see, got to be what you get. Yeah, 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 what you see, baby, baby, it's what you get. Huh. I got a real love, what you see.
Dope. Dope from the Dramatics, from their debut album, which brought you the hits. What you see is what you get up, get down, and In the Rain, which, yes, is written by Tony Hester, which I should have known from the T. Hester on the damn, what's my man, on the Keith Sweat album, right? Listen to that Keith Sweat album enough times and seen the T. Hester on there plenty. What you see is what you get on S.T.E.M Research. Mike, MF, and Love. Thank you guys for joining us as we break down the classic songs. Both of the songs tonight are related to the Dramatics. The Dramatics are in their earliest form, or one of their earliest forms, because as it was stated in the chat, the movie Detroit is based off of an early version of the group, which, oh my God, I saw that movie at the theaters. I was like, oh. That was like the original. That was like it wasn't the first black trauma movie, but it was like, okay, I'm done with black trauma movies. Like, where it was like, black people die and that's it. And it happened in history and nothing came out of it. And all of the police that killed the black people got away with it. The end. I was like pissed off leaving the theater, bro. Like, can I get a, somebody rolled up on somebody one day? Something? Anything? Black trauma. It's now a genre of movie. All right. That's a horror movie to watch. Absolutely horror movie to watch. So if you haven't watched it, don't. It is shitty, bro. It's shitty. Like, oh my God, this movie. But, that's history, right? That's history. In history, things don't always work out for the best. And, sometimes you need to see those things to be reminded of that absolutely nothing has changed. In the 50-some-odd years since that movie, nothing has changed. All right, that is our political moment for the night. There will be no more of those because guess what? We're here for stems and music and not for politics. You want politics? I'm sure there's someone. I'm sure there's someone on Twitch that will give you that. All right, let's double check our settings. Make sure we are ready to go. Built-in inputs. How's everybody doing tonight? Shout out to the stimulators. Thank you for the subscription and the bits. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone who shares the feed on their feed. Make sure you do those kind of things. Subscribe, follow, like, tell your friends. It's a class, and yet it is a place where music lovers come together and discuss and drop knowledge, and everybody learns something, including myself. Back from Puerto Rico, hey, DJ Infinite, welcome back, sir. Like you never left. Back like you never left, right? All right, let's jump into our second stem of the night. Snoop, D-O-G-G, with Doggy Dog World from 1993 from the Doggy Style album. The third single, officially, unofficially, right? There was a video for this song. So there's three. Rap albums don't have the life that R&B albums have, oddly enough, because there are three singles to this album, and it's one of the greatest albums of all time. Like, every song in one way, shape, or form or another got played in a party or at somewhere. This is ain't no fun if the homies can't have none is on this album, right? This song is three singles. Who Am I, Snoop Doggy Dogg, which is the super safe first single, that samples Atomic Dog and, whatever. Gin and Juice, the second single, which is Forget About It. Changed life, the game, how people go out and order drinks. Gin and Juice was an absolute monster. And then they made a video for Doggy Dog World, which was released as a single because it is available as a promotional CD single that was sent to radio stations, and it was released overseas. Because when the video came out, as a guy who was doing radio mix show at the time, I was like, why is there a clean version of Doggy Dog World in the video and there's not a clean version for the DJs to play? It was never released on vinyl. Well, it was as an import. And, if you wanted to go out and buy the import vinyl and play the clean version, which is the video version, then you could do that. And that is exactly what we did. So imports are not just for house DJs. They're for rap DJs as well. And it just goes to show you the popularity of Snoop Doggy Dogg for us to go out, or myself to go out and buy, an import 12-inch only for the clean version of this song, Doggy Dog World. So they put a lot into the video, man. It was a lot of blaxploitation stars were in the video. Pam Grier was in it. Who else? Superfly Ron O'Neal was in it. Dolomite. I'm just gonna call them by their. I'm calling them by their screen names. Rudy Ray Moore was in it. That is one thing about Dr. Dre and anybody that he was produced. It's funny that I always give credit to Dr. Dre and not the artist, as if Snoop had nothing to say about the direction of the video and who was in it. At the end of the day, Snoop Dogg is a lover of old school music and grew up probably watching those movies as well. So props to them for having a video. Antonio Fargas. They had Huggy Bear in the video, bro. I mean, they put everybody in that joint, man. You cannot be mad at the Doggy Dog World video. It was Doggy Dog World. Definitely not the first song that you were like looking for, But when it came to releasing a song, that was the only other song on the album that probably had some sort of melodic radio feel to it, where they could easily clean up, because they sure weren't cleaned up. Ain't no fun if the homies have one. None. That was going to be a party banger, and that's it. Everything else is just hardcore. Like, if you really think about it, and pull out the Snoop Dogg album, just go through the titles, just go through the songs. What on that album could have been a single for the radio, cleaned up for the radio? All of the songs are super dirty, cussing. There are great songs on that album, absolutely, but there really isn't that much that they could flip. And I don't know if that was by design or by accident. I guess they were just like, we're just going to make the best album possible. And they did. Let's be clear. It is a great album. It was released and then re-released because they had uncleared samples, right? The first version of the album came out on CD. That's the one that I still have, with G's Up, Hoes Down. And then there's all types of misprints on the CD. The next episode is originally an old Snoop Dogg song, obviously, and it's actually printed on the back of the CD cover or the tape or whatever, but it's not on there. It's just like, where's the next episode, bro? Like, what's going on, Snoop? I want to hear this song. It's not even on there. So, but again, Ricky Harris, rest in peace, appeared on the album, but he was also DJ Easy Dick on the Ain't No Fun If the Homies Can't Have None. So he did work on this album. He also appeared as Tadao in the video and on the song. But guess what? He's not on this version of the song because it's not the radio version, but it's not the Tadao version. So let's jump into it, shall we? Let's get into Snoop D-O-double-G. Back when he was Snoop Doggy Dogg. I love that name. I want him to go back to that for an album. Like, dude, be Snoop Doggy Dogg again. Like, just please. I guess, I don't know. All right, let's get into it. Doggy Dog World, which is a play on Dog Eat Dog World, right? On S.T.E.M Research. Oh, Suge owns that name. Well, there you go. steppers. I use Snoop Dogg. I use his old name, or his new name. I hope there's no confusion. Typed it in on the fly. It's a whole lot of monotony and like Snoop Doggy Dog world. Come on, bro. It's too much. It's Snoop Dogg, all right? It's Doggy Dog world. What are you gonna do? Those high-pitched keys. G-Funk keys. Like these really could make great steppers records. Little Ghetto Boy in Chicago, the instrumental is a classic steppers record for the same reason this instrumental could be if it was available to people. And it's just a beat, but they're playing live throughout the entire track. So you hear little keyboard flourishes. So the keys. Doggy Dog World from Snoop Doggy Dogg. 1993, the Doggy Style. I almost said the Chronic. There was always, especially Suge Knight. Like Suge Knight definitely had an axe to grind in the later years against Dr. Dre. And he would come out and claim that Dre didn't produce all those songs, that Daz produced most of the album, and Dre just, co-signed it and took all the credit. And, so people like Snoop would step up and say, okay, man, yeah, maybe Warren G or maybe Daz would bring a track to Dre, and Dre would go work on it and bring the song to life. So did those guys get co-production credit? I'd have to read a little closer in the credits, but when I remember the album, it says produced by Dr. Dre. With no co-production credit handed out to any of the other guys. But again, it was a thing that Dr. Dre had a way of making the songs come alive, making them pop. G-Funk, the sound, forget about it. Again, between the Chronic in 92 and this album in late 93, it was a wrap, fam. Like, the West Coast took over the freaking world. Like, they did, bro. Like, they took over the game. And let's break down the song. Let's get into the stems. Let's break down those drums, hi-hats, cymbals. So we're starting out with just regular old dry drums. Okay. Gotta have some 808 in there. It's not going to knock in your system unless you got the 808. S.T.E.M research, this is what we do. We strip down all of the tracks and we get into the DNA of the song. That's a nice knock. Just a straight knock. Sounds loopish. I like that. It's not monotonous at all. Music. Sorry. All right, we'll back that up. Said no. That I is staying in. And it's going to play during the whole song. I wouldn't have the guts. I would not have the guts to just let that ride like every 4 bars. Yep, it's there. Drums are dirty though. I like that. That's a nice clap for sampling. Metronome hi-hat. Dr. Dre is the GOAT. Did I hear a chord change? What? So fortunately for this song, all the chord changes are in the other keyboard work. So while this sounds pretty basic and straightforward, when we get into the keys, piano, that's when you start to have a different kind of a feel going on the song. So let's get to that. Let's jump into those tracks. Chris the Glove Taylor on keys. He is the only instrumentalist credited on this song. Uh-oh. Let's get wormy. Don't wake up the dogs. Flipped it a little bit. Hey, hey, hey. So it's a bit musical. Just vibe out, man. Steppers, let's go to work. Just get your step on in the living room or like wherever you are. S.T.E.M research, baby. We got the Doggy Dog World stems. Thanks, Dre. Thanks for blessing your boy. I didn't get him from Dre. So Chris the Glove Taylor just live. So this is the live part of the song. This is the only part of the song that is live. Piano, keys. is Doggy Dog World. There it is. From Doggy Style. So the Fabulous Dramatics, who were we had the spotlight on earlier with What You See Is What You Get, are now back in a different form. Certainly not the original members from that first group, because they broke up and separated, and well, not broke up, but you know, as with any group, members are in and out. So let's jump into the vocals. For some reason, there is no Ricky Harris on this version. There is no Tadao introducing everything. So we'll jump right into Snoop. And as we get to the lyrics and backgrounds, we'll break them down and give the Dramatics a listen to see exactly what they brought to this song. Also, Nancy Fletcher, who sang on a lot of Dr. Dre's records, always a credited vocalist, credited background vocalist. She sang on this as well. So you have Nancy Fletcher, the Dramatics, and Daz and Corrupt are on here as well with Snoop.
It's like everywhere I look and everywhere I go, I'm hearing motherfuckers trying to steal my flow, but it ain't no thing, cause see my nigga Coolio put me up on the game when I step through the door.
You know, some of these niggas is so deceptive, using my styles like a contraceptive. I hope you get burnt, seems you haven't learnt. It's the knick-knack paddywhack, I still got the biggest sack, so put your gun away, run away, cause I'm back.
Wow.
Hit 'em up, get 'em up, split 'em up now. Tell me what's going on, it make me wanna holler, cause my dollars come in ozones. Known for the break off, so take off your clothes and quit trying to spit at my motherfucking hoes. Speaking of hoes, I get to the point. You think you got the bomb cause I rode you a joint? You's a flea. And I'm the big dog. I'll scratch you off my balls with my motherfucking paws. Y'all's niggas better recognize and see where I'm coming from. It's still east side till I die. YXY. As the world keeps spinning to the D-O-W-G.
It's a crazy mixed up world. It's a doggy dog world.
It's a doggy dog world.
It's a doggy dog world.
Oh.
The dog's world.
All right, it's breakdown time. That's what we do. Let's give Nancy Fletcher some love. Let's take the Fabulous Dramatics out, and let's see how those background vocals from the ladies sound without the guys.
It's a crazy mixed up world. It's a doggy dog world. It's a doggy dog world. Oh.
Not bad. She does what she was paid to do, if she got paid. Come in and lay down some female vocals. So 90s. Such a 90s feel, a 90s vibe with that. All right, let's get the Dramatics.
It's a crazy mixed up world. It's a doggy dog world. Ooh, it's a doggy dog world. The dog's world.
Well, if you give me 10 bitches, then I'll fuck all 10s.
Yikes. This is pre-Viagra. Like, just, that's how you feel, bro? 10, huh? 10. Okay. All right, let's back it up. Misogyny.
The dog's
Strong at this crew.
Well, if you give me 10 bitches, then I'll fuck all 10. See my homie Snoop Dogg sipping juice and gin. Don't slip, I'm for the set trip to get paper. Styles vary, packing flavor like lifesavers. Ain't that something? Talk shit and I'm dumping. I had your whole fucking block bumping. Don't sweat, but check the technique. I'm unique like China. You never find a bomberama than this nigga behind you. So peekaboo, clear the way, I'm coming through. 1, 2, 3, you can't see me. I'm a G like that, strapped with hit hard tactics. A fucking menace using hoes like tennis rackets. It's on again, it's on and popping. All I see is green, so there ain't no stopping. I wanna see some panties dropping. I'm coming from LA. She used to chill with Dre up in Compton.
All I ever could do is use that hoe. Chill at my dickies, get quickies and kick flow.
I'm dishing out blues, I'm upsetting like bad news. Cut off khakis, French braids, and house shoes. Corrupts the name, so all marks are catching slugs. And I smoke weed for the fuck of it. Rough and rugged shit. It's unexplanatory how I gets with
wicked, but it's mandatory that I kick it. Check it, I'm running hoes in 94. Now must approve it, hoes call me Sugar Ray for the way I be sticking and moving. Prepare for a woe, it's on. I'm head hunting. Hit the button to light shit up like Red Dome. Peep the massacre from a verbal assassin.
Like, how is your verse longer than Snoop's? Like, he had 2 verses, like one long verse, and like Snoop's like, let me jump in and say something so people remember this is my song, bro. Like, why are you writing so long? Like, cut that shit down.
Right for the way I be sticking and moving. Prepare for a woe, it's on. I'm head hunting. Hit the button to light shit up like Red Dome. Peep the massacre from a verbal assassin. Murdering with rhymes, packing tech nines for some action. You really don't know, do you? You fucking with a hog, you can't do me. I'm going out loony like oh dog.
It's a doggy dog's world.
It's your world.
The dog's
It's
world.
your world.
The dog pound rocks the party
All night long
till when
to the early morn.
it don't stop and it don't quit for the dog pound click
To drop the cabbie dope shit.
All right. We got to back that up, of course. The Dramatics with a dramatic background singing.
Loony like oh dog.
My. It's your world. It's your world.
Okay, nice. I like that. All right, so that is, let's do the 2 vocals
The
together.
hog, you can't do me. I'm going out loony like oh dog.
Harmonies.
It's a doggy dog's world. The dog's world.
The dog pound rocks the party till when it don't stop and it don't quit for the dog pound click to drop the cabbie dope shit.
Nice. It's cool to kind of hear that separated, right? I know, that's what we do here. That's why we have the show. We break down what did it sound like without the background? All right, let's go to the vocal.
All night long to the early morn. And for to drop the cabbie dope shit.
Jiggity daz out of the motherfucking cup once more. So grab a seat and grab your gin and juice and check out the flow. I flip flop and serve
Gin
hoes
and
with the
juice
fat
references.
dick till I die. I'm still screaming now. Bitches ain't shit. Now I'm the Mac Daddy, Hattie, not known about the CD where I'm from. Dumb diddy dumb as you groove to the gangster shit. The D-O-double-G, the P-O-U-N-D, the gangster click. Now as the pound break it down with the gangster funk. I can see and I can tell us what the fuck you want. So I blaze up the chronic so I can get high. I promise I smoke chronic till the day that I die.
It's a dog. It's a dog.
It's a doggy dog world.
Doggy dog
The
world.
dog's world.
Just
Miss Aima.
It's a doggy dog world.
What you
The
gonna
dog's world.
do? You got the key. Yeah.
It's a doggy
It's your
dog world.
Time for the Dramatics to eat.
Dog's world.
What you wanna be? You see,
It's a doggy dog's world. The
some of
dog's
that's what
world. It's a doggy dog world. The dog's world.
Doggy dog world.
It's a doggy dog world. The dog's world.
Just dogging you. Just dogging you. Don't you know it's a doggy dog world? Talking about Snoop. Dogging you. Dogging you, Snoop. Yeah. Talking about Snoop.
All right, let's back it up a little bit. We'll talk about Snoop. Come on. Who didn't have Doggy Style? Like, 100% of the people on this chat had Doggy Style. Like, it's a rite of passage music. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like everybody today has, I don't know, Certified Lover Boy. What is today's version of that? Where everybody, but then again, nobody has anything because everything, you could just stream it. So, maybe you favorite the album or something. I don't know. I don't know how the kids do it now nowadays. It's not important for them to possess music. They don't need to because you just can stream it at will, like whenever you're ready. Let's do the harmonies, and then we'll go back and do the ad-libs.
Promise I smoke chronic till the day that I die. Ooh, it's a dog-eat-dog world. The dog's world. Woo! It's a dog-eat-dog world. The dog's world. Ooh! It's a dog-eat-dog world. The dog's world. Woo! It's a dog-eat-dog world. The dog's world. Ooh, it's a dog-eat-dog world. The dog's world. Ooh,
Oz Radio, what up?
it's a dog-eat-dog world. The dog's world.
All right, those are your lead vocals. Now let's jump into the backgrounds and ad-libs.
It's a dog, it's a dog, it's a dog. It's a dog-eat-dog world.
Listen to those vocals, crisp.
Just cool,
You still got it.
cool, chill, dog.
What you gonna do? You've got the key.
Jumped in.
Yeah. It's your world.
What you
it's
see.
a dog.
What you
It's a
see
dog-eat-dog What you
is
wanna
what
be?
you get.
You see?
Never realized there was a "what you see is what you get" reference in the song because I'm so caught up in all the other things that are going on. STEM research, baby. Maybe you knew, maybe you heard it, maybe yeah, I heard that first time I played the album, Mike Love, but I didn't. Had never heard that ever.
It's your world.
What you
it's
see.
a dog.
What
It's
you
a
see
dog-eat-dog What you
is
wanna
what
be?
you get.
You see?
What you see.
Share some of that with
you
me.
get now. My,
It's a dog. It's a dog.
my,
it's a dog. It's a dog. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Yeah.
Ooh, it's a dog-eat-dog world.
It's show enough,
Just dogging you.
All of these vocals are all on
Don't
one
you know it's a
track.
dog-eat-dog world? Talking about Snoop.
Dogging you,
Oh,
Snoop,
yeah.
yeah.
Talking about Snoop. Talking about you, Snoop. Now it's your world.
Bonus.
Just dogging you.
Bonus vocals.
It's a dog. It's a dog. It's a dog. It's a dog.
Just dogging around, just dogging.
Wait a minute, Ray, do it again. I don't think you can do that again. Whatever that was again.
I don't know what it is. Would you open up another track and we sing off of that so you have a whole bunch of shit?
Listen to the OGs. Listen to the OGs. Ready to go again because that's what they did. They sang. Open up another track. We'll do it again. Let's back that up, man. Because you know on the album it ends with the talk about Snoop, talking about. I haven't heard that a million
Dogging you,
times.
Snoop, yeah.
Talking about Snoop. Talking about you, Snoop.
End.
Now it's your world.
Just dogging you.
It's a dog. It's a dog. It's a dog. It's a dog.
Just dogging around, just dogging.
Wait a minute, Ray, do it again. I don't think you can do that again. Whatever that was again.
I don't know what it is. Would you open up another track and we sing off of that so you have a whole bunch of shit?
Yeah, that is how they did it. That's crazy. That's crazy. These groups, a lot of them sang how they sang, right? Just all of them in front of a microphone, feeding off of each other and vibing off of each other as they sang. I know that when you listen to a lot of Jones Girl songs, it's them all singing together, which probably comes from them singing backgrounds for so long. Like them cutting their teeth in the industry as background singers. Like you think of a song like Nights Over Egypt. I mean, they have some songs where they sing individually, like "Who Can I Run To" is an example of a song that they do. But they have a bunch of songs, the Jones Girls, where they sing the entire song like background singers, like. But that's what works, right? You know, again, Nights Over Egypt. The entire song is sang as a group. There's no individual singers. The entire song is sang like that. So, again, for a group that is coming from singing and doing things a certain way, they probably feed off each other's energy. And while they were kind of singing over each other a little bit here and there, sometimes, you know, it all fit in the space of how it fit. Let's back it up a little bit.
It's a doggy dog world.
Just cool, chilly dog.
What you gonna do?
Like, just cut him off, you know. But it was right on time. Like you cut your man off. Like, you know how you sing it. That's crazy. It's crazy to know that, have that information, and listen to how the song was done differently.
Cool, chilly dog.
What you gonna do? You've got the key. Yeah. It's your world.
What you
it's
see.
a dog.
What you
It's a doggy
see.
dog. What you wanna
What you
be?
get.
You see.
What you see.
Share some of that with
you
me.
get now. My,
It's a dog. It's a dog.
my,
it's a
my.
dog. It's a dog. It's a doggy dog world. Yeah.
Ooh, it's a doggy dog world.
It's sure enough, dog.
Just dogging you. Just dogging you.
Don't you know it's a doggy dog world? Talking about Snoop.
Dogging you. Dogging you.
That's
Snoop.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's like literally finishing each other's sentences almost. Like, back that up.
Dogging
Don't
you.
you know it's a doggy dog world? Talking about Snoop.
Dogging you. Dogging you,
Oh,
Snoop.
yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about Snoop. Talking about you, Snoop.
Crazy.
Now it's your world.
Just dogging you.
It's a dog. It's a dog. It's a dog. It's a dog.
Just dogging around. Just dogging.
Wait a minute, Ray, do it again. I don't think you can do that again. Whatever that was again.
Right. And that's it. Like, they probably re-recorded and did it again, but there was no take like that take. Like, just how it all, like, they bounced off each other. Super dope creative process. Getting an opportunity to go into the tracks and the stems is always interesting, because that is what we do here. The Fabulous Dramatics. Let's see who's live. Yeah, we're getting out of class early tonight. You know anybody? DJ Kemet? DJ Kemet is back on. Look at that. Gotta show him some love. Let's see here. It is time for shout-outs and thank yous. Thank you guys for being a part of everything we do here. We're wrapping it up. Let me remind you that we will be back tomorrow with more stems. What are we doing tomorrow? Oh, we're going to take it to the 90s tomorrow. We'll take it to the 90s. Or will we take it to the 80s? I'm not really sure. It's either going to be 2 rap stems from the 80s, or it's going to be 2 songs from the 90s and the early 2000s. So, but I do know, man, you know what? I got The Temptations, Just My Imagination, and I was just like, holy shit. So, that'll probably be Thursday or something, or maybe next week. But people are talking about the Temptations in the chat, and I just wanted to tell you that the Temptations have a lot of great songs, but Just My Imagination that's It's your boy Eddie Kendricks right before he's like, adios, peace, I'm out of here, deuces. I'm going solo. And at for him to be leaving, like he left with one of his signature songs and one of his signature vocal performances. It is an amazing, I call myself not a Motown guy, right? I'm like, oh, that's my mother's music, but just my imagination is not my mother's music. That is from my lifetime. And when I do those stems, it's like you might see them and you be like, oh, it's just my imagination. Like don't look at the titles of the songs when I post the titles of the songs or when we say what was coming up. Like, because if you look at the titles, it might just be like, oh, I like that song, or I don't know that song, or that song sucks, or whatever. It's really about the experience of going into the song and breaking down the elements of the song. And the elements of the song are what makes STEM research, obviously. But just like when I did not David Ruffin, his brother, when I did his song, it was more about the elements of the song than the actual song. So, I mean, the actual song obviously is a great song, but just my imagination is ridiculous because it's a ridiculous song. It's a great song. That bass, boom, boom. And it's not James Jamerson on bass. Sorry, Mr. Majors. Hate to disappoint you on that one. But it's a killer bass line. It is a killer bass. And one of my all-time favorite producers is on that. Norman Whitfield. Crazy song. So I know I'll do that Thursday, but tomorrow I'll let you guys know. Make sure you follow me on social media. Thank you to everyone who is on the chat. Thank you, Unapologetic Motown Guy. As you should be. Probably Bob Babbitt on bass. Funk Brother also, though. Absolutely. All right, let's get into the thank yous. I want to thank you. Thank you for being you. My Johnny Guitar Watson voice. Another TV viewer, which is, all right, so we shout out the bots and the people. Ball 857. Business Daddy, Commander Root, Dennis JMD Givens. Thank you for joining us, brother. Appreciate you coming through. Jack, DJ Jason Palmer, Dragoon Knight 5515, Eastern 001, Elliott Range, Fast Deb, Jazz Must 1269, Kitten Rescue, Marcus Chapman, MC. Thank you for joining us, bro. Mr. Majors, Miss Ema 626, Ms. Jatan, Ray Llanos, Arnita, Roni Rosenthal, Shaggy Nice 1911, Simsei 08, Skippy Skip 17, Spike Trap Claire, the original DJ J.U. Ice, Tiz Cloud, Virgo Pros, and Wrecking God. Thank you all for being a part of what we do. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for talking about it. Thank you for coming to view what we do. All right. Who do we join? We join DJ Kemet, because guess what? He is always a supporter of what we do, and he is a great DJ, and he is not on. Okay. He's hosting someone. He's hosting Will Milton. All right. Well, there you go. So we won't be joining DJ Kemet because he is not on right now. So, DJ Lazy E, is he on? Yes, he is. All right. We'll raid DJ Lazy E because that's what we do. We keep the love going. Join us tomorrow, 8 o'clock Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Standard Mountain Time. Class is dismissed.